All right. Hello, everyone. We're still spinning up here. We still have a few folks logging in. My name is Jeff Colton. I am the warning coordination meteorologist here at the Grand Junction office. And our forecast staff and team has put together a wonderful integrated warning team workshop here for everyone. We hope this is a benefit to everyone involved. And just real quick, we may have some hiccups along the way with this GoTo software, but we're getting better at it. It's been a year and a half, so we should be better at it. But what else? If you need to take a break at any time, feel free, get up. We do have some breaks built into this show this year since it's a 3-hour session. There's a couple breaks in there, but we have some trivia, or not really trivia, some questions to ask during the break. So if you want to stick around and help with that. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and kick this over to Megan, and she is going to be running the agenda, and then we'll hear a little bit from Ben Moyer as well. So take it away, Megan.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and the agenda. Well, first off, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here today. So this is part 1 of 2, which Jeff will talk about later, but this is first of a series of Monsoon Integrated Warning Team workshops. So we're going to be just kind of debriefing the season, hearing from our partners, and also just hearing about the NWS side of things, what we experienced this year, because it was quite the monsoon season, as we all know. So first up, our MIC Ben Moyer is going to kick off with a few welcoming words, and then we're going to jump into the workshop itself. So first up, we have representatives from CDOT. They're going to be talking about the Grizzly Creek burn scar debris flows that we had this year and their operations during that as well. Then we're going to have a break. As Jeff mentioned, we have a couple of those scheduled today. Then we're going to be talking about the NWS side of things, so our operations and services this year. But we're also going to have a presentation from the Colorado Climate Center. We have Russ Schumacher, the state climatologist. So he'll be just giving a recap of the season itself, the pattern and what all we saw this year with it. And then we're going to have Brianna Bilo from the National Weather Service talk about our operations, like I said, so all the wild weather that we experienced this year. And then we're going to have Aldous Stroutons, our service hydrologist. He's going to be talking about high intensity versus low intensity rainfall events. He'll be comparing the Grizzly Creek burn scar compared to the Lake Christine burn scar in particular. So just kind of giving an idea of how those different rainfall events matter, especially on burn scars. And then after another break, we're going to be jumping into our open forum to wrap up the day. This is something that will really hope you'll participate in. So the purpose of our open forum is just to kind of poll you guys as our partners to see how the season went for you and just kind of get some feedback on how we at the National Weather Service did this season or how we can improve for next season. So we have just a couple of potential prompts that we're going to ask you guys just to, if you want to start thinking of these throughout the day. So those prompts include, were there any problem areas or flooding spots that we missed in our highlights or warnings? Is there a better way for us here at the National Weather Service to receive those reports from you all? How did our advanced flash flood watches change our operations? So this year we tried to give some pretty far in advance flash flood watches, up to 6 hours, I think, in advance. So how did that change your operations? And then how did our flash flood warnings do? Is there a better way to notify the public on our end as far as getting the message out? And then Jeff Colton, our morning coordination meteorologist, he's going to wrap up the day with just thank you all for being here. So thanks again for being here and previewing the part 2 of this monsoon workshop, which will be held next spring. So real quick, just wanted to talk about the goals of the IWT. So we're just bringing together our representatives from all these different subsects. We have emergency management, we have the broadcast and print media, different government agencies, and us here at the National Weather Service to find the best ways to communicate a consistent message during an event. So, or a whole season in this case with the monsoon. So Basically, another goal of the IWT is to have these coordinated actions, which can help play an important role in achieving favorable public response. And bringing together all of us today is going to help us discuss those best practices and help us lay the foundation for improving our relationships together. And these integrated warning team workshops also help us all understand how the public we serve responds to all of our services. And this is our 4th integrated warning team workshop. So previous ones related to the drought, wildfires and post-fire flash floods of 2018. The year before that, we had a lightning workshop. And then last year's was focused on winter weather. So from these workshops, we have done a variety of things that they've come out as a result of the workshops. So we made some tutorials on accessing our products on our website. We helped enhance our warning and points of reference in our convective and flash flood products. We transitioned to an all-weather hazard spotter training for the public and you guys as our partners. We have continued to enhance our partner briefings and social media graphics. And we've continued to expand upon our on-site decision support services for outdoor events. So even with all that, that was just directed related to the integrated warning team workshops, but we have had numerous other successes as a result of our regular meetings, exercises, drills, and other workshops that we have with you all. So again, thank you for being here, and I will toss it over to Ben for some introductions.
All right, thank you, Megan. And good morning, everyone. Welcome to this integrated warning team workshop put on by the National Weather Service here in Grand Junction. Like Megan said, I am Ben Moyer. I'm the meteorologist in charge for the National Weather Service here in Grand Junction, and I'm happy that you all could join us today. In recent years, our weather office has held workshops on lightning, wildfires, floods, and winter weather. After one of the most active summer monsoon seasons we've had in quite some time, especially that 15-day stretch from July 20th to August 3rd, we thought it would be a good idea to hold a workshop specifically on the topic of summer monsoon. Impacts from the monsoon pattern include flash flooding, severe convective weather, which often comes in the form of straight line winds or hail, and ironically, increased wildfire starts from lightning. Also, moderate to heavy rain on recent wildfire burn scars poses the additional threat for mud and debris flows that can have disastrous impacts on travel corridors, homes, businesses, and frequented recreation sites. Take, for example, the Grizzly Creek burn scar in Glenwood Canyon and the number of times it flowed this past summer and closed I-70 and recreation in the canyon. It is important that we being the greater public safety community, both private and government, work together to improve the safety officials and communities' readiness, responsiveness, and resilience to weather associated with the summer monsoon and its attendant natural hazards. So today, as Megan pointed out, we are hosting part 1 of 2 workshops we will hold on the monsoon. Today's focus is on recapping the 2021 monsoon season and related impactful events, both from you, our partners' perspective, and also from the perspective of National Weather Service operations. We will also spend time in an open forum seeking feedback on what worked well and what could be improved in coordination, preparation, consistent and effective communication, and post-analysis and reviews. The National Weather Service is continually evolving its science and services to better meet the needs of a nation that is weather ready. That is why we are having this workshop today and invited you to attend. You are all ambassadors to public safety in one way or another, whether it be directly through making decisions for public safety or needing forecasts for monsoon-related weather for your specific operations. All we do today is in the spirit of determining how we, the National Weather Service, can better provide advance warning to you of imminent dangers from monsoon-related weather impacts and effect an appropriate response that saves lives and property. In addition, or along the same lines as to what Megan alluded to earlier, other questions we would like you to consider include When we provide that advance warning, how do you receive it and how does it affect your decision making? By working with you before an event occurs to ensure public safety thresholds are defined and understood, we are better prepared to help you in your work to prepare for and respond to your communities and incidents. So think about these questions as you listen today and make sure your voice and answers are heard during the open forum discussion at the end of our morning together. We are very excited that you've joined us, not only to learn, but to share your monsoon-related weather forecast and decision support needs and impacts on your operations. I want to give a special shout out to several people involved with organizing this workshop. Megan Stackhouse, one of our meteorologists, organized the team of our local staff and with their help spearheaded the effort. Staff that assisted included Jeff Colton and Aaron Walter. I thank them all and those presenting today for their time and effort to make this a productive workshop. We don't have the advantages of in-person interactions this time, but please raise your virtual hand anytime you have a question or comment, and we will welcome the interaction. So again, welcome to our workshop, and I hope you will find it useful. Thank you for your participation and sharing your ideas. I will now turn it back over to Megan. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. Jeff, do you want to go ahead and kick it off with CDOT?
Sure. I went through your slides real quick too, so you guys all saw them if you watched really fast.